Hello, I'm Phil and this is Tammy Hotsenpiller. We're glad to be with you today, and we want to talk to you a little bit about gypsies. I know it's kind of a crazy subject. In 1990, Tammy and I went to Romania, and while we were there, we had our first real encounter with legitimate gypsies. I knew nothing about them, knew nothing about kind of how they lived and how they operated, but they were in wagons. And they would literally had horse-drawn wagons or drawn by oxen, and they would move from all around Eastern Europe, and typically they would sell something, they would try to buy something and make money off of it, they would do dance, song, whatever they could to kind of make things work. Well, we started a church a few weeks ago, and it's called Influence Church. And Influence Church is in its third location in 3 weeks, and this week we'll be in our fourth, our fourth week of meeting, but we had to add another service because we have been just teaming over with people. Well, it's been so funny because we've been in so many different locations. We've kind of got our AKA now is the Gypsy Church, because people say, where are we meeting next week and what time? And we said, we'll tell you when we know. And so, Tammy, we've had a lot of fun with the Gypsy Church. People have just kind of gotten engaged in that whole unofficial branding marketing of
the
Influence
Gypsy Church. You know what I love about it is really every morning Phil and I get up and we begin to pray. And there is some laughter with where will we be next. We don't have a contract with the facility we're in. We don't know how long we'll be there. And you know what really reminds me of our walk with God? Do you realize that we really are just sojourners here, gypsies at best? And that every day we have to get up and that we have to walk with God and where He leads us each day. We don't know exactly where that day will take us and what it will look like. But we know that as we're dependent upon Him, day by day, step by step, He reveals to us His plan for us. So although it's fun, I know we'll look back at the making and the praying over and the birthing of Influence Church, and we'll laugh about our gypsy days. But just as we are doing with the birth of this church, you must do with the birth that Christ has in your life, the new birth with Jesus Christ. And it has to be a moment by moment, step by step dependence upon where God would lead you, and where He would want to take you each day.
Well, and you know, one of the funny things is we have delayed putting up our website because we have a web page that has a red velvet curtain from the place where we're meeting. And one of the guys put just a metal chair up there just to kind of remind us of our humble beginnings. But in reality, isn't life kind of like a red velvet curtain? You pull it back and you see what God's got for you the next day. We encourage you to pull the curtain back on what God's doing in your life. See what He's got for you today, and God bless you in all that you do. Have a great day.